All right, we have really harsh lighting for some reason, so sorry about that. It is really hard to vlog in this room because I have windows on this wall, and this wall. So like during the day, what do? I don't know. So this is where we're at, and so yes, just please ignore the harsh lighting and the contrast. But I am officially done NaNoWriMo. I finished yesterday. I cannot believe it. 1 month of National Novel Writing Month, which you can do any month. Usually it's November, but I've never done it in November. I've always just done it in a random month that I want to. And writing a 50,000 word novel in 30 days. So what an incredible journey, honestly. I've learned so much from doing this because I was kind of starting like an autobiography / memoir during that process. Was my initial goal. It ended up, I don't think, really being that, because honestly I just used it as kind of a way to kind of like an add-on to therapy, and using it as a tool to process the current things that I was going through. I did write about a couple of things in, you know, my childhood or my past, and it actually helps me reconnect with my adoptive grandparents. They had moved away maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and I think I talked to them once since then, but I reached back out and we set up a time to talk. They're 91, so that was really cool. That was an awesome thing from it, that I had been writing about my memories from, you know, childhood with them in it, and then I reached out, and that was really cool. And then also I've just been processing so much of my health trauma this year and current things that I'm kind of being challenged with, and it helps me process so much, and my mental health is the best that it's ever been because of doing NaNoWriMo. And so I would love for other people to use this as a tool to just process their life, process trauma, all of that. And I've had several people like express interest in doing it, so I'm going to continue doing it. It is now a writing practice every day for me, is writing about 1,600 words, which is kind of what you need to write to do NaNoWriMo, and it's now just my everyday journaling practice. And I started out the month typing. All of it was typing, and I have such sensitive wrists because I have a shoulder issue. I have, you know, it's not carpal tunnel, but it's an overuse injury that gets kicked up whenever I'm using my laptop too much, and it got really irritated. And so I started using the diction tool in Word, and it was so incredibly helpful. It was a lifesaver, and I almost felt like I was vlogging, but just not recording it visually. I was recording my words though, so that was just such a good tool that I am going to definitely continue to use, because it's just kind of stream of consciousness. I can type really fast, but I can't type exactly to the level of stream of consciousness, and I also didn't need to look at the screen then. I could be looking anywhere, which I think was good for me too. So yeah, it was such an incredible month. I have learned so much, and I'm going to continue using this as a tool to process things. And I think even if all I get out of it is, you know, not anything to do with the book, but even if I just get out of it this writing habit that I'm now doing every single day, that is just vastly increasing my mental health and helping me process things. It's kind of letting things out slowly over time, versus I used to just write sometimes when I got built up and it was like, oh, it's like in my head and I needed to get it out. In this way, it is slowly over time helping me, you know, keep my frustrations or my anxieties very low, because I'm letting it out over time and I'm just writing every single day. So in the morning, my new writing habit is to write about my dreams. I'm trying to keep like a dream journal, and then also I call it gratitude of 3. So I will write down 3 things that I'm grateful for that morning, and then at night it will be a little bit of a longer practice, and I will write about what happened that day, thoughts that I want to kind of get down, maybe expanding on some of the realizations or the meditations that I have throughout the day that are little notes that I write down to myself. So yeah, I'm so excited to be expanding my journaling process, and just I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I wrote 50,000 words in 30 days. So I'm going to insert the title page right here with proof that I did 50,000 words. And I'm just, I'm so proud of myself, because that's the other thing, is that like my mental health isn't amazing because nothing else was going on. I mean, during that time I had my finance class, which was incredibly stressful, and I had another massive health flare that was very stressful, and I had to go in and get tests, and it was a lot. So it wasn't that my stress had gone away, it was just that I've been processing it a lot better because of this journaling practice. So highly recommend if you are interested in journaling, and if you're, you know, in therapy or are not in therapy and want to process things in a deeper way, this was a great way to get started, and also to start a new journaling practice for myself, because you can use a tool like NaNoWriMo however you want to use it. It doesn't have to be exactly used in the way that the founder came up with how to use it, right? So I'm just so grateful that I did this experience and that it was so incredibly helpful. I could never have predicted that this would be the outcome after so long. So yeah, I'm going to now continue this practice for as long as it serves me, and I'm so grateful for this experience and that I did it, because it is really hard. It is like writing every single day for a while, and so I'm just very grateful and excited to continue it. So yes, it is now time to get started in this week. Over the weekend, I honestly worked the whole weekend. I needed to finish my presentation for the Mill Summit, which I did finish, and I'm so excited. It was basically how one person can make a difference and how anyone can get started on their ideas. And so it was the longest presentation I've ever done. It was like, oh my gosh, it was like a half hour. And usually I'm either on a panel or it's like a maybe at most 15-minute presentation and then Q&A, and it's a pre-recorded presentation. So for the Mill Summit, there is no Q&A, there is no panel. It was just me talking for half an hour. So it was definitely a lot. I put a lot of effort into that, and I hope people find value from it. So I submitted that. So I'm feeling really good about that. But I worked hard all weekend, and I started losing my voice from, I guess, practicing out loud. And now that I'm using the diction tool for my journaling practice, I guess I'm just using my voice way more. But I was like losing my voice, and then I really didn't sleep well last night, and so your girl might need to honestly just like rest a lot today, since I did work over the weekend. So we will see. I would like to get some work done today though, but I'm gonna kind of take it easy on myself. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go start my day in its full glory, and I'm so grateful to have you all on this journey, and it's been so much fun documenting the journey and then sharing little bits and pieces of things that I learn as I go, but really the majority of the process has just been documenting it. And so I'm really grateful that you all are here with me on this journey, and yeah, let's go start our day. Bye!